All right, how you doing? Welcome back to Mr. Thompson's art class. Okay, so let's get started with today. Attendance. Make sure you're doing your assignment the day that I posted. If you want to get counted present, asynchronous learners, this is you. All right. If you are not doing your assignment the same day it's posted before midnight, you're not getting counted present. Okay, so it's important that you get counted present. I hope you know that. Okay, so let's move on. Joke of the day. How much does it cost a pirate to get their ears pierced? A buccaneer. A buccaneer. All right. So, champs, voice level. This is if you're attending our Google Meet sessions. Your voice level 0. Keep your microphone on mute. If you have a question, unmute it. Mute it back after you ask your question or make your comment or whatever it is that you need to say. Okay. Make sure your microphone is on mute when you're not talking. Chat feature is a good thing to use for questions and help. I'll see it a lot faster than if you ask a question because a lot of times I can't, even when your mic is off or when your mic is on, sometimes I can't understand what you're saying and it'll cut in and out. So I'm telling you, the chat feature works great. Anyway, work is independent today. Movement, stay seated. Participation, take notes, and give your best effort for success. If I message you and ask you to do something, don't ignore it or pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, message me back and we'll work it out. Okay, so but I need you to communicate with me. That's communication is essential. All right, don't just hit submit with nothing on it and then freak out when you get an incomplete on your report card. Okay, this is on you. Okay, this is your responsibility to turn in your grades, to turn in your assignments. Okay, your grades are your responsibility. If you don't understand an assignment, I got my contact information. I got my contact information in the Meet the Teacher slide. It's the first slide deck in the slide deck section. Okay. If you don't know how to navigate the Google Classroom by now, I mean, we're 6 weeks in, you need to contact me and I'll show you. I'll share my screen with you on a Google Meet. I'll walk you through it. I mean, it's organized pretty well the way I organize things. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to navigate if you understand how I organize it. If you don't, let me know and I'll walk you through it. Okay. I got the assignments and the slide decks, they correlate together. You need the slide decks for the instruction for the assignment. Make sure you're clicking on the slide decks and reading the instructions for the assignment. Okay. If you're on this right now, I'm walking you through the slide decks. It's the same slide deck that I walked through on this video. All right. So you're due now. In your own words, describe the difference between organic and geometric shapes. If you don't know what organic and geometric shapes are, make sure you look through the slide deck. It pretty much tells you what they are. Okay. So make sure you write down this definition in your own words. Organic shapes are natural shapes. Shapes you find in nature, like your hand, a leaf, a cloud. Geometric shapes are just like it sounds, geometry, mathematical shapes, circles, squares, triangles, okay? Those are geometric shapes. Organic shapes are natural shapes, shapes you find in nature, okay? So I just told you the definition, write them down, turn it in with your assignment. You're due now. Every day that you have an assignment in this class needs to be submitted with the assignment. Okay, the due now is part of your assignment grade. Remember that the due now is part of your assignment grade. I'm not trying to sound condescending. I'm a little frustrated because I'm still having issues of students not turning in both the due now and the assignment. So I'm trying to help you. All right, this is for your grade. So make sure that you turn in your due now and your assignment together. Okay. All right, so here's an example, a visual example of the difference between geometric and organic shapes. If you look on the left, geometric shapes are the circle, square, hexagon, triangle, rectangle, oval, and I think I said hexagon first. Anyway, there you go. Organic, these other shapes over here. Basically, anything other than a geometric shape is an organic shape. The possibilities of organic shapes are limitless. Asynchronous learners, turn in your do now with your assignment. Synchronous, show us your do now and turn it in with your assignment. So the synchronous learners and the face-to-face learners are turning in their do nows with their assignment also, okay? It's not just for asynchronous. It's not just for the synchronous online. It's everybody. Everybody's turning in their do nows with their assignments. That's a expectation, okay? Learning targets. We will create art using the elements of art. Which element are we using specifically? Today we're using shape. Okay, we will create art using shape. How? By verbal and visual instruction. All right, and why? To discover the fundamentals for creating artwork using shape. All right, so here's our unit organizer. Once again, shape is now active, a live link. You can click on it. It'll take you to the presentation about shape. If you need some review, it's a great idea to click on that link, okay? And the same thing with the rest of the line. It'll take you to a presentation about line. Art history will take you to a separate unit organizer, and you can click on any of the periods of art history that we covered. We're going to resume Art History Friday after the 2 student holidays. Fridays are these next 2 Fridays, tomorrow and the following Friday will be student holidays. So we're not having Art History Friday. We'll resume. Right now it's on hiatus. We'll resume when we come back from those holidays for you, okay? Eventually. Introduce terms. That's the elements and principles. Click on that. You'll have a presentation about the elements and principles and then the unit organizer launch. This will just take you back to the unit organizer. And then as we go to each of the next subjects, we'll activate those links. Okay, so check them out. And here's our vocabulary. Here's our elements of art. Principles of design, elements of art. Principles of design, elements of art. All right, we're going to use these throughout the entire year. So get familiar with these vocabulary words, okay? All right, so here's our assignment for the day. Part 1. There's 2 parts of this assignment. So you have 2 drawings. This is the first one. Follow the steps in the example above to draw the face. First step, you're going to draw an oval. Then you're going to add a cross section down the middle, and then the geometric shaped triangle, circle, and then you have a curved line for the mouth. And then you add the rest of the geometric shapes down here to complete the face. You can fill it in and on the hair and stuff if you'd like to. That's fine. That's up to you. Or you can just leave it like this. And part 2 of the assignment is drawing a face with organic shapes. So the first one was geometric shapes. The second, part 2, is organic shapes. Okay, so you're going to start with the nose, and you're going to add the eye, then the cheek and the mouth, the lips. Right, then you're going to add the chin and then the jaw and the ear, and then you're going to finish off the top of the head and hair for his bald head, just like mine. Except I got a little bit on top. Okay, and that is it. Right, you're going to turn in your 2-part assignment and your do now, and you have to turn in all 3 of those things to receive full credit for the assignment. That means if you want a 5, you got to have all 3 of those things. All right, and it's easy to get a 5 as long as you follow the instructions. I'm not looking for skill or how good or bad you draw. I'm looking, did you complete the assignment? Did you follow the instructions? Okay, and that's it. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.